I'll be explaining about company name versus brand name versus trademark, and should you go with a more specific name or a more generic name, especially if you're doing e-commerce or if you are planning to sell on Amazon. Let's go. My name is Orin and welcome back to my channel. If you're excited about this video, be sure to give this a big thumbs up right now. If you want to learn more about online businesses and all things entrepreneurship, make sure to subscribe if you haven't already. Deciding on your business name can be confusing, especially when you're just starting out. First and foremost, let's talk about a brand name. So to simply put it, a brand name can be anything at all that you want it to be. For example, you're starting a jewelry business, so you can call it Hannah's Handmade Jewelry and you can sell various different jewelries and accessories under this brand. You can create a logo and get started with this as your brand. All you have to do is just say that it's your brand. Now it's a no-brainer, and it also makes sense for you to check if someone else has decided to call their brand name the same and if they have decided to call it first. We are not getting into the legal things at this point, but you can simply check if someone has a website or social media handles with this name. If no one has them, then that's great. We can assume that no one has this name, but we cannot tell for sure. This is all that you need in the beginning stages, even if you are an Amazon seller. And as long as no one has this brand name anywhere in the world, you're good to go. Now that all that is sorted and out of the way, the next thing that comes is the legal protection for your business. And this is when you open up your company and give your business a legal name. Now, your company name can be exactly like your business name or it can be completely different. It's totally up to you. So you could be thinking, why should I not have my brand name and company name the same to keep it simple? So sometimes what happens is that a brand name can be something like a catchy phrase, or it can be something that is particularly for a certain product. So then that makes it restricted to have multiple brands under the same company. If your company name is not the same as a particular brand name that you have just launched, you can launch various different brands later under the same company, and you can have multiple different brands under this company. It's always good to have this option open, but again, it completely depends on you. And to form a company, all you have to do is register your company in your country, preferably in your state, depending on whichever part of the world you live. You can open your company in other countries as well, but that's going to be more complicated for you, and that's a whole different topic. Once you have registered your business name, you can legally start to operate and you can legally start to sell. Now, if someone decides to sell the same products as yours and use your brand name, they can totally do that. And whatever we have discussed so far gives you no protection. Whether you're selling on your own website through Shopify or you're an Amazon seller, none of this gives you any legal protection. This is where trademark comes in. Trademarking your products or your brand is a great option, especially if you're an e-com seller or an Amazon seller, because this will allow you to differentiate your products from your competition. And most importantly, this will protect your brand name or your phrase that you have for your business, or you maybe want to launch in the future, from someone else using it. Once your brand name is trademarked, other brands or companies will not be able to use it for their brand. Nowadays, it's very easy for you to register for your trademark. You can do it yourself online, but it is recommended to do through a lawyer. But it is totally up to you. You can do your research and see if you want to do it yourself or get a lawyer to do it. You can start by trademarking your brand name in your own country, and then you can expand it internationally to other countries. There is not really anything like a global trademark. So if you want to protect your trademark internationally, then you have to register for your trademark country by country. But I have heard of single trademark registration grants protection for multiple territories and countries, but I don't know this for sure. And if you want to find out about this, then you can speak to a lawyer. I will list down in my description some of the countries and their official trademarking websites. If your country is one of them, you can check that out. If not, then you can simply Google it for your own country. An example of brand name trademark would be Apple is a company and their brand is iPhone, and iPhone is what is trademarked. And so another example of a phrase trademark would be Nike, and then their phrase just do it. So just do it is what is trademarked. Trademark names does not have to match the company name. They are usually very different from the company name. They can match if you wanted to, but they don't have to. Trademarks can be owned even without a company. It can be owned by individuals just like you and me. If you want to reserve or protect a name in advance, that you have plans for later, you can absolutely do that. You can go get your trademark first and then later you can license it to your business. If this video was helpful or added any value, please give us a big thumbs up. Also subscribe if you haven't already. Let me know in comments below if you have any questions. I'll try my best to answer most of them, and I'll see you in the next one.